I am a camel. I experience great heat on my big, almost metallic hooves. Fortunately, I do not experience it in any negative way, like cold bacon on a hot sidewalk. I am really glad this is the case, because there are not very many ways to avoid being on the hot sand. I could take the pressure off my hooves by lying down or resting on my legs, but unfortunately, my legs and my belly have more nerve endings than my hooves. Less anti-hot, so to speak, so, in that case, it isn't helpful. If my hooves got too hot, my belly and legs surely would as well. Even faster, even. And I don't know anything about fast. As a camel, I don't not travel very fast. But, lucky for me, it doesn't get too hot for my hooves, even on the hot summer sand. Therefore, it's okay that I don't have any good alternatives to staying on my hooves. I drudge on this land in the sand with a band of hills like a man. There's not a lot to do. I trudge through a desert, kind of aimlessly, I guess. I have a very limited sense of direction. I never know where I am. In a cosmic sense, I think the world is very brown and very hot. Most days, I just travel and walk around, looking for God, or at least some plants or water. It's strange. Sometimes I'll walk all day long and not find any water. I usually find something to eat, though. That makes me really happy. Sometimes I get a little bit thirsty, and I think about where I can find some water. I almost always walk in one particular direction. I don't know why I do this. I suppose it's better than pacing back and forth, so I'll walk for days and days on end. Eventually, I'll find a water hole amidst all the sand. It's almost always downhill, which makes me happy because I don't get tired, but I do still find it harder to walk up hills. In fact, I should make a vow to myself right now that I will never walk up hills again. It's harder to walk up hills than down hills, and also, water is almost never at the top of the hill. It might be a sign from God. It could be God itself, but probably not. I just need to keep searching for more clues. Now that I've found this water hole, I shall drink from it very intently. I'll spend the next 4 to 6 hours drinking from it. I am very thirsty. I drink and drink up, because it has been a long time since I've seen water. A sip, and one more before I go. Well, actually, why not one more? This is no system of scarcity, or charity, or beneficence. There is no exchange. And I don't think God or anything else will be mad if I drink to my heart's content. I think I have multiple hearts, so I need to make sure they are all accounted for. Sip, sip. While I glug glug with the chug mug of life that is my tongue in this water hole, I am reminded of the reason I'm here drinking water out of this downhill water hole. Namely, I am thirsty. So, I continue on my quest for droughtness. Now, I have drank all I wanted to drink. One of my 2 major needs have been met. Now, it is time to find something that will ease my other major need. Namely, I'm hungry. I'm not sure what I eat, but I trust that my natural camel instincts will prove victorious when it comes to the time of finding something to eat. I'd like to eat as soon as possible, though. After all, I am pretty hungry. I see a gargoyle in the distance. I lick it with my hot, moist tongue. It moves, and it looks angry at me. I find out that I don't particularly enjoy having to hurt things for me to eat. Of course I will if I have to, but we will not start with a gargoyle. Instead, I will eat his bed. He and she has a nice bed of soft leaves. I munch on them, and it's really easy with my flat teeth. I munch, and I think to myself, you know, this feels pretty natural. I will pursue this feeling of eating organic. It doesn't hurt anybody, except for Gargoyle's bed, not to mention the plants themselves. I think they wouldn't want to go unappreciated, and I appreciate their tasty taste in my mouth. In the end, that's all I really want. Just a little itty-bitty scrunch of leaf in my mouth keeps me going as I keep purpose of my life of trekking on through the hot desert sand, looking for more water to drink, and more plants to eat, preferably some soft, chewy leaves. Sometimes I get hot, but that's only natural, given the environment I'm subjected to. Has a lot of sun, and not a lot of unsun, lol. Something that helps mitigate the heat is my weird back. My neck isn't the most flexible, but there's a weird shape to my spine. My body has a weird shape with a lot of surface area. It keeps the water in my system close to the flesh. This helps keep me cool and also store a lot of water. Although I don't really feel water splish-splashing up there. Actually, it might not be where the water goes. How should I know? I can't even tell where I'm walking in all this sand, let alone understand complex body processes in my own body. I've got some lumps on my body, perhaps 1, perhaps 2 or 3. I met a lady camel the other day. Her lumps looked a lot like mine. I wouldn't think my lumps look very good, but she doesn't seem to mind. And I like the way her humps look too. Maybe sometimes we like the flaws we see in ourselves and others. Maybe there's a life lesson there. I don't know what to do about any of this, but it's nice having her around. Perhaps we will mate, and she will help participate in the process of carrying and creating my offspring. A little bit of camel baby all night long. I'm not sure how to court a female camel. I think it involves the neck, though. Well, maybe the neck is for fighting. But I can't sing. My hooves don't have very many nerve endings. My joints are pretty weak. I don't think dancing is the solution either. What should I do? I'm going to try with the neck thing, and a purr. My neck isn't the softest thing in the world, but I think she got the message. I think she likes me back, too, because she rubbed her neck on my neck. Maybe she had an itch, I don't know. But now I am a camel traveling through the desert, pondering life's purpose, walking in one direction in the desert, avoiding walking uphill, drinking from water holes, and eating soft, chewy leaves. And I do it with my camel girlfriend. There's a little less water to drink, and I have to share the soft, chewy leaves. Plus we don't walk as much. In that sense, having a camel girlfriend is the exact opposite of what I should be doing. But it feels of the opposite.